The secret I discovered in Ghana. Mike Murdoch here, and I hope that you're a part of my daily talking, a little wisdom world every day at 12 o'clock noon on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. 1 hour from a 77-year-old preacher who has invested over 20 million books in 92 countries. And I hope you order 5 copies of this book for only $15. I often ask people, do you have anybody in your life worth $3 investment? You don't have to empty your bank to prove you love somebody. Book 347, 7 Laws I Wish Every Protege Knew. Book 347. If you want to write that down, I'll try to show it again to you before I hang up here. 5 copies for $15. As I walked into the VIP area in Accra, Ghana, on the way back from Nigeria, back to New York, a man was talking to about 25 men in a circle. When I walked in, he lifted up his hand and says, "Hello, Dr. Murdoch." I nodded. I don't think I've ever been to an airport in the world where someone didn't talk to me or address me in some way. They had connected with their ministry. And I'm sitting over there. He comes over there in a few minutes. He said, "I read your daily wisdom talk every day." And he flipped open his phone and he says, "I've heard you love $100 bills." I said, "I do. Don't know why I do, but I do. Sure above a dollar bill." And he opened up his wallet and handed me a number of several, all the $100 bills he had in American money. And I said, "Well, tell me about you," because I always really love to know about people. 3 or 4 questions decide the future of a connection. He said, "Well, I'm the owner of Airlines here, A-R-I-K, I think it is, A-R-I-K. I said, "You're kidding, you're the owner?" I'm very easy to impress. And that's the number one key to all success on the earth, because your whole future depends on who you can admire. The difference in men is who they admire. And if I know who you admire, I know who you're learning from. When I can predict who you admire, I can predict your future. Because you can only learn from someone you admire. And I was blown away. I said, "My Lord, you own this whole airline?" "Yeah," and he smiled. I said, "Well, what are you here for now?" He said, "Oh, I just dropped by to see the president for a couple of hours." And I stopped. I says, "The president of Ghana?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Wow." I said, "How does that happen? How do you build relationships with somebody like that? The president of your nation. How do you do that?" And he smiled and he said, "Just staying connected, Brother Mike. Just staying connected. It's the secret of all life. It's the secret of relationships. Is finding a way to stay connected. Everybody's wounded. Everybody has fears. Everybody can get angry. A relationship can change in one conversation. You can lose a lifetime friendship in 2 minutes. What's the keys to staying connected? I share some of that in 7 Laws. I wish every protege knew. Book 347. Please write that down, 5 copies for $15. I'll pay all the shipping and handling. What keeps you? What's the secrets of staying connected? Have I always known them? No, of course not. I'm discovering some things right now that would have made a radical difference in my ministry. Radical difference. To stay connected, know who you're talking to. Where have they succeeded? Listen longer. Ask more questions. Learn the secret of admiration. Sometimes somebody has conquered so much, but we see one thing we don't like. That may be worth $5 billion, but they have bad breath, and so you throw them out the window. Staying connected takes effort. It takes record keeping. Keep a list of all the people who've been good to you throughout your lifetime. Learn the difference in the circles. There's people who will buy my books but never give me an offering. I had a lady one time give me a huge seed. Never had seen her before, hadn't seen her since. But she wanted to bless me. She told me, she said, I watched you 15 minutes on TV and knew you were the real deal. You were the real thing. Staying connected requires focus. You can't chase everybody in the world and stay connected to the right people. You have to master saying no so you'll have the competence to say yes. Just staying connected. You don't have to empty your paycheck. You don't have to buy everybody a Rolls Royce. Just stay connected. Staying connected means you're willing to participate in their success. You're willing to forgive. You're willing to go and enter the second conversation. To stay connected means you may have to change your plans. I'll share that with you in a few minutes in another video. 77 on April the 18th. Father, I ask you for 100 people who will sow a $77 seed to help me on my Jerusalem radio ministry. Whoever they are, honor them. Father, I want to stay on the radio in Israel every week, but I need help. I ask you for 100 who will sow a $77 seed during the month of April. Honor them. Amen. I love you. So glad you're receiving what I'm sharing. Retweet this or send this video to some of your friends, if you will. I appreciate it.